Are you a stay-at-home mom who has stopped working after marriage? You had lots of dreams. You were working before marriage, or maybe you just finished your studies and you got married. And you had lots of dreams. You wanted to work, you wanted to earn your money, you wanted to spend your money, feel the freedom, feel the joy of how it feels to have your own money in your own account, and at the same time gift your loved ones all that they want, or at least whatever is in your capacity. Make your loved ones happy by supporting your family, by supporting yourself, by buying all those dresses that you always wanted to buy, and fulfilling your own desires as well. Take that class you always wanted to take that course that you always wanted to take. You wanted to go on a trek, you wanted to go roam around, you wanted to do all those things. Maybe you did all those things before marriage, and now you're not able to do those things for xyz reasons. Maybe you must have got a baby, a newborn baby. Maybe you have two babies now, or maybe you just got married to another city. You don't have any new friends over there. You are just juggling with your household responsibilities. And even though you have free time, you don't know what to do with that free time apart from reading books, joining some dance class, music class, and then coming home and decorating your house. But eventually, that also gets boring, isn't it? I know exactly how it feels. When you quit your job after marriage, initial days you feel good about doing all the household activities, decorating the house, reading, writing some blogs, surfing on the internet, how I can earn from home, what can I do so that I can keep earning from home, or what are the work from home opportunities. So you keep on engaging yourself. You try to make new friends in the new location. You try to get along with your extended family. You do all possible things that are there just to fill the void of absence of job in your life. And then you realize it was just not the paychecks that you're missing. You are missing your colleagues. You're missing those snack breaks and lunch breaks that you used to have with them. You're missing those coffee breaks. You are also missing that daily uh, traveling that you used to do to go to the office. You're missing every single thing. You're missing the routine itself. You're missing the confidence that you felt inside within you when you were working, while speaking to people, while meeting new people, the kind of confidence you displayed. Now you feel that is lacking. So you're constantly going through that feeling of lack. And I know exactly how it feels because I have gone through it. And that's the reason I'm able to explain it so well to you. There was a time when I had gone into depression because of lack of career in my life. Even I had to quit my career after marriage. And when I had quit my career, trust me, I was not a happy person. I was doing everything in my capacity to keep me happy, my husband happy, my family happy, but nothing was working. Externally, everything was looking good, and internally, nothing was all right. I used to go to parties, and after coming back, I used to cry like hell in the washroom while just removing my makeup, doing the daily CTM. So I know how exactly it feels. We cry at slight, we just at slight provocation, outbursts happen. We get angry, we get irritated, we get frustrated. At slight things, we might yell also. And once the child is born, sometimes women go into postnatal depression. Maybe you are going through postnatal depression and it is not diagnosed yet. Maybe, and maybe not. Whatever it is, the truth remains that it is just not paychecks that you are missing. Everything you are regretting. You have started questioning your marriage. You have started questioning your existence. You are doubting yourself. What has happened to my experience after so much of gap? Will the companies recruit me again? Will I get my job again? Now I have first child. If we are planning to go for second child, what will happen if I keep such a long break in my career? What is going to happen? I know what all questions are going through your mind, and I really do empathize for that. And you know what? The only one thing that we women are missing out on, we are missing out on a strategy to deal with our emotions. Trust me, there are more than 75% women in the world right now who have quit their jobs during COVID just to take care of their families. There was no domestic support available and they have quit their jobs. Imagine there were 81% women who used to work after marriage in 2005, and today there are only 23% women who are working after marriage. So can you see there is such a drastic change in the graph? So many educated ladies are sitting at home to take care of the children, household. They're adjusting with the new routines, they're adjusting with the new friends and new people in their surroundings. And at the same time, they're figuring out, what can I do sitting at home? What can I do something where I do not have to sacrifice on my family, my time with my child? So they're constantly in circles thinking about the same thing again and again, and they're not coming to any solution. You know why this thing is happening? Because they are going through depressive symptoms. They are not able to sleep in the nights. They are constantly surfing the internet or surfing something on their laptops and finding out what to do. In all this process, their relationships in this house are getting hampered. Their relationship with themselves has got hampered. They have stopped taking care of their body. Their weight is increasing. For some, they are having some skin rashes on their skin. For some women, they are feeling that they are not as beautiful as they used to look before. So there are a number of emotional dilemmas that women are going once they quit their job after marriage. And you know what one should be doing in this case? One should be actually figuring out what all are the things that you love to do. If you're going through this thing, I will urge you, write all those things that you love to do. There might be many things apart from your job and educational qualification that you are good at and that you love to do. So write down. If you love guitar, write it down. I love playing guitar. I love singing. I love listening to Carnatic music. I love listening to jazz. I love listening to pop. I love dancing cha-cha-cha. I love dancing Bharatnatyam. I love doing Kathak. I love reading books. I love watching movies. So whatever, I love gardening. I love painting. I love makeup. It can be anything. I love dressing in different dresses. Maybe you are good at babysitting as well. Whatever it is good at, just write it down. All you have to do is do a brain dump, right? Keep that list aside, and then on the next page of your journal, write down all the thoughts that you're going through. I feel depressed. I feel upset. I feel I've lost my identity. I feel I'm not known as Vidya anymore. I'm known as some so and so's wife. I'm known as so and so's daughter in law. Whatever you are going through right now, all those ups and downs of emotions, you have got to get it out and put it on the paper. The only reason behind this exercise is put it on the paper so that it's no more inside and it is not creating a network of overthinking. Overthinking is where all the thoughts mix up with each other and we are not able to pick up one thought and put it aside and work on it. So journaling, what it does, in journaling, you take all the thoughts and put it on the paper. Now they are on the paper. Now you have a choice to work on which thought specifically. So you actually understand, oh, these are the 50 thoughts, 70 thoughts that are clouding my mind, and I've got to work on few of them, and I might feel better about it. So when you have got all the list of what all are the things that you love doing, what are the things that you are good at, and in journaling you understand what are the things you are constantly ruminating about, feeling bad about, feeling resentful, feeling rejected, feeling depressed. So all those things also you have list. Now I want you to go back to the previous list and identify what all things you can actually take forward as a career. I know it is a difficult choice. It will take you 1 month also. A 1 month of journaling is also less if you do it on your own. If you really want to speed up the process, you can anytime approach a counselor, therapist, or a life coach like me, because I am Vidya Raghudra. I'm mother of two little girls. I'm wife to an army officer, a software engineer turned NLP master practitioner, counselor, therapist, and a life coach, turned entrepreneur, founder of Parivartan Transforming Lives, now working as a chief relationship coach. I'm helping women who are on career break to become certified counselors and mindset coaches. Also, I am helping women to come out of the depression, anxiety, hurt, sadness, guilt, and I'm healing them, making them believe in themselves to make sure that they achieve whatever goal they set their finger on. And that is what my aim of life is. I want to heal as many women as I can in this world. So here I am. I'm actually out there helping you, trying to help you, and making you aware that if you are going through depression, then do not hesitate to contact a therapist or counselor nearby your location. Or we provide you online services also. You can contact us directly. There are all the links mentioned below in this video. You can go through those links, contact us via Instagram. You can contact us via WhatsApp also. You can also contact us through Calendly. You can book a call with us and we will get back to you. With this note, I would like to ask you, if you love my content, if you love my video, then please like video and subscribe to my channel to get new inputs on how to deal with your mental health on daily basis. I am going to upload videos on daily basis. So do make sure you come back to the channel and help yourself in overcoming all the challenges that you're going through. Thank you very much. Take care.